Hi, my name is Madi. I'm a Colorado knitter, and this is a podcast all about knitting, making, and all the yarn. I have a bit of a cold, so I wanted to make sure I popped in just for a short video. Let's see, this is episode 9, and it is November something, November middle, and I can't believe that next week's Thanksgiving, so I wanted to make sure I popped in and said a little hello and show you some of the things that I'm excited about. I have been knitting and knitting and knitting. I have the Saguaro on. It's a little bit snug right about here. I feel like I might need to block it and kind of stretch it up around the bust area, but it's beautiful. I love the color. I love how it feels. The Arizona wedding was amazing and so fun and beautiful, perfect weather. So I did not use the Saguaro cardigan. However, I will absolutely use it for Christmas celebrations. Let's see. So I'm going to be all over the place, but I'm trying to get a quick podcast in. Like I said, I still can't get over the fact that it's mid-November and we have Thanksgiving next week. So I didn't want it to go too far in between from my last podcast. Let's see. So the quick update, the wedding was amazing. We had a wonderful time seeing extended family, and it was just really perfect. A little bit of a cold after the fact, after hugging a lot of babies that had a little bit of a cold, and my big baby had a bit of a cold, so it was totally worth it, and I'll be feeling fine really soon. Let's see. So here's, like I said, the Saguaro. It fits beautifully. I love how it fits everywhere. I'm a little sad it's so tight here, but if I have a camisole underneath, I could probably unbutton it a little further down or just wear it open. It's very short and I just have leggings on, so I'm not gonna stand up for you. But it's cropped, but it's lovely. I really didn't use much yarn at all. It feels so soft. It is not prickly at all. I used I want to say Tofino. I will link things because I'm a little foggy in my brain right now. And that one is just a merino mohair silk, which it's lovely and it's such a gorgeous color. And then the mohair silk from La Bien-Aimée. I should have brought a Kleenex over here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, the next FO I wanted to show you because I didn't show it last time, and it was actually the day of my last podcast, episode 8, that Alicia Plummer released the Coffee House socks. And so I just wanted to show it to you. I have a little bit of a different setup today, so we'll see how it comes across. And I did my essentially seam line in the middle. That's just where the beginning of round happens. So I did it where it would be inside. So there is a right and left sock. And here's my second one. I use Sunday Fiber Co. yarn that I got at Knit City, Vancouver. And it's gorgeous. It has, not sure if it comes up, but a bit of a halo. So it makes that color work really bloom and makes the lines beautiful in that color work. I will absolutely use this again. I showed you the seam side. It feels so good. It's beautiful yarn. So Sunday Fiber Co. Okay, so this week I've been working on my test knit. My test knit for Alicia Plummer is Stripey Flannel, and I've gotten a little farther in the body. Let's see, here we are. So as you can see, the bottom half will be the darker navy. I bet it's hard to tell when in progress on this for me, but there has to be a sweet spot for the striping to start or end rather. And so I'm not sure if I hit the sweet spot. I did follow the pattern as directed. I do like the bottom being darker. So we'll see. The fabric is lovely. It's knitting for olive, merino, and then held with mohair. Again, I'll link it below and try to add the colors in there for you. But I almost did in podcast today, so I wanted to make sure I got it in, even if I'm not terribly detailed. I apologize. And please just comment below or reach out by email or Instagram messaging, and I'll answer any of your questions if I didn't elaborate. But this feels lovely, and I will be continuing on. I would love to hop on and get a sleeve going, but I'm still have some yarn of this blue on the bottom, so I don't want to just flip it to a sleeve quite yet if I don't have to, since I already have it connected to a ball of yarn. I usually will go ahead and start knitting a sleeve when I run out of body yarn, be it 2 inches below or longer, but I don't love to have it where there's actually yarn connected and there's still significant amount left for the body. Let's see if that makes sense. What else have I been working on? Oh, you guys, you have to see this Christmas stocking. So I started my oldest son's girlfriend's stocking, and as we talked about last time, it didn't go with the rest of the stockings I had. And then I started to think and lay all the stockings out, lay the Knit Picks yarn that I had for it, and make sure that it kind of went with the flow of things. And I'm super excited about what I got. So this is where we're at. And I will duplicate stitch all of the snowmen the same, but I have one duplicate stitched, this one with a cute scarf, and one that's plain. It has not been soaked, so I will have to do that. Here's the 2 snowmen on the back that have not had the duplicate stitch. But I think this goes perfectly with what we have going on with our other stockings. So I did use Knit Picks, and what I did actually was, let's see if I can find it for you. Since I had used 5 of the patterns, 4 actually, I used 4 of the patterns from those stockings before. I'm going to lose the name. Let's see. I want to say French press patterns. So I used 4 of those patterns, and then the 5th one I actually did the motif, the one with the trees. I did a motif from her beanie hat pattern, and I used that motif in the stocking. So 5 stockings, and I needed this 6th one to go with the vibe but be different. And his girlfriend loves purple, and so I wanted to make sure, I just checked that my button's still closed. I wanted to make sure I added a little bit of purple. So I'm gonna have to go get a Kleenex, I think. So do I have one in here? I can use this hanky. So I use this sock pattern that's free. I use the motif that's in there. That cute little Santas. And it's a great charted pattern, and the floats are long, but I did catch them here and there. But I love how the little snowmen are coming out. I'll show you once more. And when I show you, I get a chance to wipe my nose. Okay. So that was the Christmas stocking. I'm super excited how it's coming out. I'm convinced. I will probably have to order another of these blues because I only have the one, and I don't think it'll get the whole foot done. So I might order that today so it arrives. Knit Picks is having their sale right now. They have so much on sale. They do kind of do it for the whole month of November is my understanding. But go check them out if you want. That is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes. Let's see. Oh, speaking of the stockings, a viewer commented and messaged me on Instagram, which was quite lovely to hear from her. Her name is Taryn, and I did ask permission to mention her name, but she was brilliant, and she mentioned that she had ordered Well, she's doing her stockings and they're gorgeous. She does have an Instagram that is at i.knitted.that. And she's using this pattern. And then she recommended these leather straps from Petite Knits. And I thought it was a great idea. So I might look into that. I might not do it this year, but I might do it for next year. She said that she used to use an I-cord, and with those, they really, they hang much better, she said, with the leather. So again, it's I knitted that on Instagram, and she has beautiful pictures of her stockings that she's done with the leather tabs on there. I do have some pieces of leather from different kits of pouches. I might look into seeing how that looks before I commit to ordering, but Petite Knit has beautiful items. Okay, moving along nice and quick. Oh, Taryn had a great idea too. She said, surely I need to make a stocking for Moose. So immediately I thought, well, of course, and that is genius. So I did find this pattern. My voice probably sounds so bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to even sniff. Let me see if I can find it. I know I got it. Let's see. Wonder if I just saved it. Moose. And it's a hat pattern again. And so I thought, oh, I could totally just use the motif on there. There it is. It's so cute. Misty Moose beanie. So I will probably make a stocking with those moose motif, even if it's not this year. But that was really cute recommendation. Of course I need a moose stocking. Let's see. Okay, so again, back to my son's girlfriend. When I posted the Karamelli sweater, the one that's blue, so 2 shades of blue and then oatmeal by Vera Valmaki, she loved it. So I did start her one. I am using Knit Picks Swish, so DK, and wow, it's so soft. I wanted to make sure I gave her something that was superwash because she lives in a dorm and has a busy life, and I didn't want her to feel like she needed to be precious or careful with it. But she loves the purples, so I think it's coming out good. My son recommended I do one size bigger. She's significantly taller than I am, and she's a stellar basketball player. So I'm excited to try this on her. We won't be gifting it for Christmas. We will try it on for Christmas, and then I can finish it and send it back with my son to give to her. So I've been working on that. Ooh, let's see. Okay, the next thing I cast on. So my mama has a birthday in December, which is good and bad, I think, for many December babies. But I try to make it separate for her than from Christmas. So she's December 22nd. That's pretty darn close. I don't know if I'll finish it because we talked about I will not let myself stress over gift knitting or even any sort of making of gifts. I want to give a gift with full, nice intentions, not a feeling of franticness. So, but I did love, oh, sorry about the snots. The Modern Argyle Cowl by Sweater Freak. I had 2 skeins of the Clinton Hill cashmere in a black and in a white already because I initially had liked this pattern, and they sold it as a kit. So I had thought about that cowl, but the more I looked at it, I didn't really I wasn't feeling it. And so when I saw this argyle one, I knew that was the one I wanted for my mom. My mom loves to wear black or denim, and she loves to be cozy up at the neck. And so I started it, and it's really fun and really interesting. So what I've never really, I don't ever look at a pattern and think, oh, this part is done this way, this part is done this way. I just look at the pattern as the final product and think, wow, that's gorgeous. So I had no idea really how each color or how the pattern was being created. But these parts here, the color work is done as a pearl. So it creates that kind of hash mark, I guess, in the lines, and it goes into these solid pieces that is color work that's just in knit stitch. But these ones that intersect the area are done with pearl, which is really cool. I had no idea that that's what was happening. I think it'll give it a really nice look. The black will be up by her face, and then it'll go white. So I think it would even look really nice with a white blouse or something like that. So I'm excited about that. And Clinton Hill cashmere is so nice. I didn't want something super, super fluffy by her face, just because mohair can sometimes get up into your nose and things like that. And that's, I will wear it all day long, but I didn't want it to bug her in case it did. Let's see what else I got to show you. Okay, this is a really, really fun. I got some Happy Mail, and the Happy Mail I got, the two makers and creators sent you all an item with my package. So to start off, I went back to Beautiful Sister, and they sent me a beautiful sticker that will go on my cabinets. And so I ordered another of the box pouches, or heather bag. They call it a heather bag. Let me try to get it empty for you. It's got some yarn hugging it all over it. Okay, well, that's as best as it's going to be for now. But I wanted to show you their label, and that's the heather bag. And what I wanted to show was the fact that it's actually, I didn't realize, but they fold it. I saw their images, and they fold. So I hope you can see all this. But they just take this, the handle, just to the outside. So it sits right there beautifully. And that was where I was like, oh, geez, I didn't even know that. It sits so nicely. It's not inside, so it's always available if you change your mind on how you want to carry it. So do you see how it's just folded on the outside there? And then if you want to use the handle again, it's just right there. Where before I was putting it inside. That doesn't make sense. So this was beautiful. So I definitely ordered this one to go with my Beautiful Sister collection. And I ordered this one because how can I not? It's mountains. Mountains and rainbows. And this one is a zip one. It fits perfectly with a cowl project I just showed you. And this one they call the Hilary. And then I ordered one as a gift. So this is the gift I'm going to be giving. And they have the Beautiful Sisters label on the side. And what they did was send one of you guys a Beautiful Sisters heather bag. So I'm going to keep it in this beautiful bag and not unfold it too much. But it has this metallic ferns on it. And the butterflies or moths. It's beautiful. So I'm not going to open it too much. But I wanted to make sure that I got on here to say thank you so much to Beautiful Sisters. and to also say that I'll be sending this out to one of you. So if you could comment below, so like, subscribe, and comment below with the word beautiful, and then we'll draw. Now, speaking of drawing, I haven't heard from the last winner. So I believe the first name is Catherine, and please, I'll link it again below, but on episode 8, I listed the username for YouTube, and I believe it's Catherine with a C, and so if this is you, please let me know so I can send you your yarn and your bag from the last giveaway. So again, beautiful sisters, let me know. I want to get it out. I could have saved it in my giveaway pile, but I wanted to get it out because the holiday is coming, and I thought it would be a fun gift for one of you guys. The next thing I received, which again, these makers are so generous, and I want to get it out before the new year because it's kind of that idea of journaling and keeping track of things and maybe being a little organized. All things that we can strive for any time of the year, but sometimes it gives us motivation in the new year. So the Maker's Notebook was sent to me by Making Treasures. I had ordered a second one so that I can start it for my new year. Here's mine. And the lovely makers sent one for one of you guys. And so on this little note, it says, the Maker's Notebook for knitters and crocheters, a companion for makers to document their fiber adventures. This beautifully crafted journal offers ample space to record project details, sketch out design ideas, keep track of patterns, manage yarn and needle stash, and so much more. Whether you're a seasoned maker or just beginning your journey, may this notebook become a cherished keepsake, preserving memories of your creative endeavors for years to come. So to enter this one, again, I want to get it to you guys for this fun time of year. Just write down the word making. Let's use maker. So since it's the Maker's Notebook by Making Treasures. And so if you could just write down below and comment below with the word maker, and it will be entered into this for this. And I hope to send it to one of you soon. And if you're Catherine and you won the other prize, just let me know so I can send it off to you as well. Okay. The next thing that's coming up next week is, oh my gosh, I hope this is not obnoxious with my nose. Next week is, I'm going to get one of these wipes. Sorry for crinkle, but might be better than the sniffles. The next thing I have is, that was a terrible idea. The next thing that's coming up next week is the tessellated sock. Let me look it up for you. Andrea Mowry has a knit along that will be that's I think over Thanksgiving break usually. So totally tessellated, which is this one. And it made me think of my 2 new skeins from Needles at the Ready. So instead of adding fluff in my totally tessellated, I was thinking of adding this spin cycle that I have. So I think that'll be beautiful and really fun. So I mean, why not? I might cast this on. There's the spin cycle. And it was just wound up in my stash. So I thought it went really well. And I knew I wanted to use these together. So I'm excited about that option. Let me know if you guys are going to do the totally tessellated. I do prepare for Thanksgiving. I do cook for our family. I think I realized traditions are so that we are able to not stress every year. We already know what has happened the year before. And so I have it all written down from years before, where Monday I know I make these things, Tuesday I make these things, and so on and so forth. And we are a meat eating family, and we are gonna enjoy tenderloin again over turkey, and pie and rolls and all the stuff. So I'm excited for that, and we'll see if in the evenings I knit a little bit on the Totally Tessellated. Let's see. I'm gonna look at my phone because I made notes on both places. Let's see. So beautiful donation from beautiful sisters. Beautiful sister. I always want to put an S on that. Taryn had beautiful things to say. I get so excited when I feel like I get to know you guys when you guys send me a comment or even a message on Instagram versus YouTube below, because then I feel like we're just chatting, which I love. It's so fun. Okay, I think that's it. It's gonna be short. Last time I loved chatting and blabbing and blabbing and chatting, but it took me a really long time to download the video, like 2 days long time. So I thought I would throw this out there for a little quicker recap. I wanted to make sure that I checked in and just let you know how things were going, and show you my beautiful saguaro, because I don't know what next week will bring. We do have my oldest son coming home, which I'm thrilled. So it will be the 5 of us celebrating and enjoying time together. And I'm going to soak all of that in as much as I can. And we have our moose, who, poor guy, let me show you, during the first night. So we arrived to Arizona, and the very first night I get a text message from our dog sitter. And poor Moose, he got porcupined. Oh, poor guy. So luckily our good friend is our vet, and he was able to come over and help Moose right away. This is the second time this has happened. The first one, we actually saw him go near the porcupine, and so we called him back really quick, and he got 3 quills, which we were able to take out by ourselves. And then this time it got him good. So we'll see if this was the last time, or if he keeps doing this. Someday that little porcupine's gonna be naked poo, and then Moose can be friends with him. Let me see if I can show you anything else. Oh, this is our beautiful Arizona. I did have a viewer mention one time asking me, hey, maybe share about Arizona and the love you have for Arizona. And I would love to, and I will. I've definitely been thinking about that more and more. And I just want to make sure that I use the correct words to give it the value it deserves. I love Arizona so much. I love my family there, and I love the people who are friends of the family, who essentially are family. Just the people in the community where I grew up is truly amazing. They have such resilience, as does the desert, and I just love that, and it will always be dear, dear to my heart. So I haven't forgotten that question. I'm kind of dwelling on it a little bit more, because I do love it, and it kind of made me realize, okay, what are the things that you love? I love the scenery. I love the landscape. I love the colors. The colors are gorgeous in there. I love the resilience of the desert. And I love my people and my family. Okay, that's going to get emotional. Anything else? I think I posted this silly picture. It was a cute wedding they had, where they had inside time where you could be inside the reception. But then you could also go out, and it was more quiet. There was where the bar was. There was those photos you could take. which was like an iPad facing you, so you could feel like you knew what you were looking at. And it was just really wonderful. It was really fun. Anything else in my pictures? So that cowl, I have plans for my mom, and I do want to do this stick season hat for my dad, but not till March, because his birthday's in March. I won't stress myself out. I might give it to him in the new year, because that's when it starts to get a little cold in Arizona, but certainly not going to get cold before that. And when I saw the Creabea, Rebecca from the Creabea podcast, she talked about stick season, that's her pattern. She has a lovely sweater as well. I did download the stick season album from Noah Khan on Spotify. Ooh, it's so good. I really love it. Really, really good. Okay. Lastly, what I've been watching. I've not been listening to my book recently. I think I just got out of the flow with our trip. And I'll pick that back up. But the show I've been watching on Hulu is Black Cake. Very good. It's also a book that I like to just listen to. I don't feel like I have to watch every second. I feel like it's a good listening book or listening show. So I recommend it. I'm really enjoying it. Black Cake on Hulu. But I think that's all I got for today. And I hope you all are doing well, staying healthy, and enjoying this time of year.